Wales are going to need to step up their game here as they come up against a massively potential banana skin and a Fijian side that can produce the most unbelievable things on their day. Wales at home will need to be professional. They'll need to be the better team if they're to come away with their heads held high here at Millennium Stadium. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the end of year tour. We're up to stop number 11 and it is Wales who find themselves at home to Fiji, and we all know Fiji can be the ultimate slip up for any team in this world of rugby. But we'll look at the Welsh side first, and we've seen them once so far in this series where they played Australia. It was potentially a chance for Wales to put the Australians away when they are looking a bit shaky, they were looking a bit desperate, but it all went horribly wrong for Wales. They fell to a horrible 28-0 loss to the Wallabies, and now they're back to the drawing board and the match where they really need to focus and knuckle down within themselves to find out what this year and next year will be for the team from Wales. It is a notably good side here from the Welsh as well, with a lot of their key players. You know, you've got a team in the back line, you've got the Norths and the Cuthberts there, you've got the Phillips and Priestland to lead the team around if he can play at the top of his potential. Of course, the Lydiate Tipperick Faletau combination, that is always a key component as well. Wales have the potential. That word is a key thing when you talk about this Welsh side, to be good enough. But it is going to be up to them to find themselves in the top 2 inches to really knuckle down as a squad. Fiji, well, they're one of those sides, aren't they? They can be completely, unbelievably brilliant. They can be just phenomenally, just unthinkable in some things that they do. They can blow the rugby world's mind with their fantastic ball skills, their speed and power. But there's always a but. They can be equally as horrible. They can drop the easiest of passes. They can mess up the simplest of moves. But in saying that, once again, another but, Fiji as a nation is growing a lot stronger. So many more players are becoming professionals around the world, and when you look through their squad, there's players you'll notice from the ITM Cup, from Super Rugby, from the Aviva Premiership, as well as the Pro 12, all around the globe. Professional players in France as well. They are everywhere, and they are growing even better by the year. This is a team that you will not be able to discount as a thrashing every time you see them. Fiji are coming, and some nations better look out, because they're a bit like the Samoans. They're only going to get better with the longer they are exposed to professionalism in the rugby world. It'll be Wales to kick off, playing in the red, Fiji in the black and white. Well, the white and black, a predominant colour is the white, and we are underway with blows, and this is kick-off, and Phillips has got the ball instantly, and it just about grub it through, and a trouble start there for Fiji. Goodness me, that was almost a try right off the whistle. Well, I think anyone was quite expecting that from Phillips. And in the end, Gulliver had to touch that down, and Ndolo will be doing the kicking duties. He's kicked long, and Matawalu gave chase, along with Gulliver, put the man down. So Phillips, great start from him as Wales come through the back line, and they find Scott Williams. Takes it to ground on halfway. Again, it's Phillips, offloading nicely, finding support, and it's Tipperick who goes straight through the middle of them, and he's driven with the back alongside Faletau was there, and is alongside Jenkins as well. Big man in the maul there for Wales. Phillips passes back inside, and it's forward. Wow, it was a great play. It put Roberts in a big hole, but it was steamed forward. There it was. Yeah, good pass though. If only it was backwards, it could have been trouble for the Fijians. And let's be fair, this match is only 9 minutes old, and it's been trouble since the kickoff for Fiji. Mike Phillips is playing phenomenally at the moment, and there's a big shove from the Welsh pack, and they'll turn the ball over. Fiji in trouble on their own 22 as Prieston comes and turns around, goes high, big bomb, and it's picked up from Cuthbert, and Cuthbert will score. Well, there we go. Wales hit the lead through Alex Cuthbert, and the first try is on the board. Fiji, instant pressure from the Welsh, and they have folded like a pack of cards. They gave Prieston way too much room, and he just took it too. Took the time, and look at this poor tackling from Fiji as well. It's disappointing because Fiji are capable of so much more, yet they consistently fall below their expectations. Look at all the players falling off tackles. Cuthbert is a strong man to go for speed, but he's easily got that one down. And Priestley, the architect behind that one, will line up two more. Way out on the right, here comes Priestley, strikes his kick, it looks good, it's straight as an arrow, and it's 2 points on the board. It's 7-0 for Wales over Fiji. Well, this will hurt the Fijians. They're a team that plays a lot on confidence and the ability to back themselves, which they'll lose a bit of that with every time Wales score or Wales get a bit of a break. Here's Ndolo kicking off, and up high it goes, wide, and Koto picks it up, and Kavabati finds Matavesi, and no, it's given away again, and Talibua will be at the back, the fullback for Fiji. Oh, big shot from Priestland! He has hammered him, and Talibua has gone flying backwards, but Fiji keep the ball. Matawalu finds Tikaratuma, who fires it out the back, and here's a chance here for the big flanker, who goes a bit sideways before going to ground. Wakanebito, man on the ground there. Here's Matadigo finding it wide, and here's a chance for Fiji. A big step, a big bust, and just about through the middle. Then Furi Duruwala, and he's breaking away again. Fiji, they're looking great. And Dolo, oh, he couldn't pass. Could have been a try there. It was 3-on-1. There's a chance again. Fiji still with the ball. When they got the ball, there always a chance. Gonova, nice ball. Tikaratuma. Now he's got a chance. Oh, horrible. Horrible ball from Tikaratuma. Trying to go over the top of Liam Williams. Has popped it straight into touch. Well, there it goes. That is an example of what this Fijian side are capable of. Oh, and a turnover as well. Brilliant work from Kavabati. Now it's Matavesi finding a wide Gonova. Oh, floating just in the tackle, and Dolo slips it back and failed, and turnover ball. Wales get it back, and they get rid of a bit of pressure as well. Jenkins offloads nicely in the tackle, but a hospital pass. And Wales set it down. Phillips. Shorty goes nicely to Baldwin. He goes through a couple, and it goes to ground, and Dolo with the tackle. Roberts, big pass, it's 1-on-1, Tikaratuma and Cuthbert. Matualu comes across, and the interpreter goes to ground. Fiji need this ball back. Wales will be desperate to score more points as Phillips goes through 3 before finally going to ground and offloading it as well. Good work, and Charles is the man who takes it to ground on halfway for Wales. Slowly going upfield, Phillips again. Short pass, back to Lydiot. Switching around, Tipperick finding support with Lee. And Samson Lee goes to ground. Oh, Quira's turned it over. And Fiji, Matawalu, Wakila Boruto, Higas Ndolo. Here's a chance for Idruruwala. Going to break away. Oh, he's tackled after the grubber as Quira comes through, trying to desperately change it. Oh, good tackle there. Baldwin goes to ground, and Williams is in a spot of bother as they come left. Good pass, finding back Jenkins. Oh, it's hit the crossbar. It's hit the post, Goodness me, there's all sorts going on. Fiji are just all over the place at the moment. And it's Falatau. Space out here for North, and Gonova on North. These two are met before, and they go to ground outside the 22 of Wales. As Fiji look for the ball, it's 7-0. Wales lead. Fiji attack again. And Dolo, Koto, Kavabati, big pass. Matavesi, numbers out here. Tikaratuma Gonova finds it. Ramumu trying to bust away the big prop. He offloads. Oh, and it's gone to Wales. Falatau picks it up. Somehow offloads it. Here come Fiji trying to bust through. Forward pass. And it's advantage to Fiji, but they won't get to play it. This is breathtaking stuff. Oh, goodness me. That does almost have to be a professional foul, does it not? How forward can you get, Wales? That is disgusting. Wales survive the onslaught from Fiji. I'm unsure how. Fiji have been outstanding. They have brought it all to the table. They have not had all the ball. They have had no territory at all. But boy, they've brought some excitement. Unbelievable stuff. The big names here, Tuma, Vui, Dravuwala, have been outstanding. And Dolo's been involved with the ball. Gonova, Matavesi, they have been brilliant for Fiji. Their backline has operated well. And Ramumu could have scored at the end. Boy, great save from Liam Williams. But half-time, to the stats we go. 7-0, Wales lead. And possession just nudged out from the Welsh, 57%. And its territory, 77-23. Handling errors have been very high, 7-5. It is Wales with a couple more than Fiji at the moment. And line breaks down the bottom, just 3 each. It is a massive number of stats here, plenty happening, but Wales just lead by 7 here at half-time. Stop 11 of the India tour. The Fijians have come to play, the entertainers they are, and they'll be back for the second half. Players are back out on the field. Let's get down to the action for the second 40 minutes. Nadolo. Well, it's not very often you see a big man like this with the kicking duties, but he's given the job here for Fiji, and he kicks off. To the left side he goes to mix things up, and Gonova finds Matawalu with the kickoff. Brilliant start from Fiji. They're carrying on from where they left off at half-time, but they'll lose out on the ball, and the way they go, Preston passing, finds it nicely, and there's a chance for Davies. Inside ball he goes, he finds Tipperick, and he just about gets away. Lee offloads and an intercept. Good stuff, Fiji. Back in the game now, they got the ball. What can they build on this? Waiting for it. Ramumu looking left side. Gonova's in. He's behind the defence. Switches wide, and Tuma couldn't catch up. Nicky Gonova just burned through there so quickly. He really left his winger behind. Fiji are just itching to score points here. Baldwin will throw in. He's had a good game, ball in hand. Phillips fires it wide, and Roberts hits the line before looking out for Scott Williams. And now here's George North. Matavesi tries to get on, but Talibalu has to take him out in the end. Wales trying to hold on to the ball, but Fiji compete, but they won't get it back. Here's Tipperick finding no one out there, and Roberts gets the ball, and he gets a couple of Fijians just for extra measure. And the ball coming back to the man in the whites. Nadolo, the playmaker. Kono to Gonova. Slips out of one. Oh, brilliant work. Nicky Gonova now gets taken to Tuma. Oh, good defence. And he goes to ground and gets the pass away. Nakarawa, the big second rower, hits it up on the 22. Fiji are on breaking point here. Matadigo, Nadolo, Matavesi. Oh, Quera has to come off. And it's kind of put him a bit off balance there. Fiji struggling. They get the ball back again. They'll have another go. The big prop. Now he goes to Tuma. Oh, big fend. But taken. Second line of defence again. Taking Tuma. Boy, this is an exciting match here. Fiji bringing it all to the party. Quera, Matavesi. Big ball wide. Furu Dravuwala gets the offload and the tackle. Oh, and Koto goes to ground. Fiji are just itching to break this line. Once again, it's a big Ramumu! Oh, he went so close. The big prop has had a couple of massive chances. Now it'll be Matadego for Fiji. Can't get it down. Taken short, and Wales will turn it over. Back it goes. Preston knocked it on. It's a try for Tuma. Well, it had to come. It had to come for Fiji. not how they would have liked. A mistake from Wales. They finally turned the ball over. Boy, oh boy, they were so close on so many occasions. Faletau really gave Preston all the room he could. Preston got carried almost into the stands. Absolutely smashed. But in the end, the ball scratched free, sits up at the try line. Oh, massive tackle. And Tukiratuma comes through and scores the all-important try. Fiji are back in the game. Nemani Ndolo, what can he do from the tee? This is clutch here for the big man. Steps up. Oh, and it's never been a strength of Fijian rugby, but that one is horrible. Ndolo misses. It's 7-5. Fiji hold the lead by 2. And there will be Wales who make some changes. Alan Jones coming on for Bradley Davies. Wales hoping fresh legs will hold them through the rest of this match. Fiji, they'll just want to smash them. The mentality of Fijian rugby coming to the fore as Queer. Oh, big chance, big opportunity, but it falls to Wales and they have advantage as Preston gets smashed in a big tackle coming in from Queer. The captain. Phillips goes to the skies. This is how they scored the first, but they won't score their second. Taken nicely. Waka Nabinto getting the catch. But Fiji will kick for touch. Ndolo, oh, they're not going to. Ndolo, oh, he throws an intercept ball. He's given it to Phillips, and Faletau goes through offload. Oh, good tackle. And Talibalu had to make it. Fiji were in a world of trouble. Now, Tukiratuma. Oh, super 1-on-1 there from Mike Phillips. Saved a big opportunity there. Matawalu will find Gonover. Gonover sideways. Now he offloads to Queer. A massive shot into the goal. 5 metre scrum Wales. Fiji doing all they can. Doesn't seem to be enough at the moment. Phillips feeds on. And look at this from Fiji. They've hit back. And they will turn this ball over on the scrum. They'll have one last chance. Manadigo. Ndolo. Queer. Big pile. No, it's hit the post. That is disastrous. Back it goes. Preston, no. He's got it down. And it will be the security that Wales were looking for. The mistake coming in from Fiji. And look at the aggravation on their faces. They had to risk it. Ndolo, big pass there. No one was at home. And that was a killer play. They didn't have the width at all. Big tackle from Gonover. They've looked explosive, have the Fijians. They've had time and chance with the ball. I don't know who he was passing to. There was no one out there at all. Searching for someone to do something special. I think they were better off maybe going short side. Fui Dravuwala was the man to go to. As Priestland nails his conversion, and that will secure the win for Wales with just a couple to go. The lead 9. Fiji, though, they'll want to press on. They'll want to get another try, surely. Ndolo resumes the matchup and chasing hard. Gonover, Tukiratuma, Matawalu. Oh, Matawalu! Look at him go! He stabs! Oh, he's just short! What a beautiful play from Matawalu! Goodness me, he is so slippery. Look at this from Fiji. They're on the ball. They got Gonover! Gonover, no! He is just stopped short. Great tackle from North. Still going here, Fiji. Wide. Fui Dravuwala. He's just 5 short, and Wales may get this ball back. They will, and it goes to Priestland, who bombs it high, and into touch it goes. Oh, such pain for Fiji, but Wales have avoided the biggest slip-up for quite some time here. Wales do the job. They get the deed done. And as we spoke of at the start, they needed to be professional. They needed to be structured, because that is how you beat the team like Fiji. they can do something spectacular. We've seen a million times here in this match. They were that good, Fiji. The finishing touches just not quite on the money. Passes just not finding their man. Gonover and Tukaratuma probably should have combined for another try. But on the day, it was Preston and Cuthbert with one apiece. Preston 2 from 2 from the tee. Tukaratuma the only try scorer for Fiji with one off a mistake from Priestland. Oh, entertainment plus. When you get Fiji out there on the field, that is what it is all about. They come and they play and they give the crowd their guaranteed money's worth here at Millennium Stadium. That is what they're all about, and they're coming more and more likely to get some wins on tours like these. It is only good for the island sides like Fiji. Into the stats, and wow, they definitely held their own. I think Wales will be full of respect here for the Fijian side after this match. 14-5 the final score, but Fiji took over possession 53% in the overall match stats. Territory 60-40. They did play a lot in their own half. At the end, they were just willing to run it from anywhere they could. So close and could have been so much more. Handling errors 12-10, Fiji with a couple of extras there. Also got a couple more line breaks as well, 7-5. And Wales were made to do a lot more defensive work. Fiji had a long period where they dominated the ball right on the Welsh line. Not to be though for Fiji today. How close did they get on so many times? Matawalu at the end there, of course, there was massive runs from Ramumu as well. That was just a chance of the chance. Nadolo and Gonover were spectacular. Tukaratuma with the try, of course. But Vuri Dravuwala on the right wing. Could have been a day of brilliance for him. Didn't turn out. Fiji went down 14-5 in a thoroughly entertaining match here for the 11th stop of the end of year tour. So that is my time for today, done and dusted. Thank you all for tuning in and watching, and I'll see you all next time for plenty more end of year tour action, as well as all the other regular content coming through the channel. So stick around and stay tuned for all that, and hope to see you next time. Until then, take care.